There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, what should I do when I fight my wife? Answer by Mex Govain. The truth is, every couple fights once in a while. Sometimes about serious things and other times about trivial things. Even couples who get along well and have a stable marriage have different opinions at some point. Real advice. This is how I saved my marriage. Pete Manoy Medium. Don't forget the basics. Treat your spouse with respect, courtesy and politeness. Put the situation in perspective. Ask yourself if it's really worth it to destroy a day of your lives together for something that will soon be over. Determine whether the reason for the fight will be important in 10 or 20 years. Just remember, fights in a marriage cannot be about winning or losing. Choose your battles depending on what's truly important in both partners' lives. Be kind. There is no fight that can't be resolved if both partners are responsible and recognize their mistakes, give a little, and speak the language of love. Answer by DeCarlo Benzel. I'm assuming you mean verbal fighting. Honestly, it depends on the individuals. Ultimately, you have to decide how important a fight is. I think that in most cases it's better to not be so focused on being right. As men, we can be extremely logical and be driven to drive our points home. So if what you are arguing about isn't a make or break situation, you can decide when to hold him and when to fold him. If it is crucial, however, and it just cannot be overlooked, I think being calm is the best way. Do not get heated or raise your voice. Try to be calm and explain to her the best way you can. If you need to, walk away and let it cool down and pick it up later, then do that. But you have to know when your own anger is clouding the situation. You must also listen to her in full and see things from her perspective. For me, I try to take in their point of view, and then after some consideration I try to explain why what they are saying is wrong or won't work. If it's a situation that some common ground can be found, then this is always best. But know when you are being proud and know when you are letting your ego demand that you be the one who is right. If an argument becomes more of a battle about who is standing when the bell rings, then it doesn't serve any purpose. An argument should be about reaching the best conclusion for both parties involved. If the arguments are heated, then there is too much emotion involved. It could be you who is escalating a situation and maybe she doesn't feel like she is being heard. Most of the times women just want to be heard. Make sure you hear her out and relay that you understand her concerns. Answer by Khairul Basar. Normally when she gets angry, I just listen, and the amount of knowledge I gain during that course of lecture is invaluable. So listen her point of view with rational mind. She will give another dimension of thinking. Be quiet. Say, Sit down if you got angry. Lay down, if you are still angry. Finally, do cultivate degree, culture in the family. If cultivation is good, she will produce lots of yummy foods for you and gift that will last generations.